So I just made it to Montreal, and I'm here checking out one of Canada's more infamous murders. This is the story of Luca Magnotta. You guys may have heard his name, may have seen some stories about him. It's an incredibly crazy story. So we're gonna walk down the street here, and I'm gonna show you guys the apartment where he ended up killing his victim. And then afterwards, we're gonna try to go to the cemetery and find the victim's grave. But anyway, I'm actually here with one of my friends. This is Dave.
Hey guys.
And we're gonna check out the case, obviously, and walk down the street and tell you guys the story. So let's get into it. So Luca Magnotta was born Eric Clinton Kirk Newman. He was born on July 24th, 1982. When he was younger, he was actually diagnosed with schizophrenia. Luca attended secondary school in a town called Lindsay, and in 2003, he actually began to appear in porn videos, and he also became a stripper and an escort. In 2005, Luca was convicted of 1 count of impersonation and 3 counts of fraud after impersonating a woman to apply for a credit card and purchasing roughly $10,000 worth of goods. He pleaded guilty and received 9 months of probation. And in 2006, he actually legally changed his name to what we all know it as Luca Magnotta. On May 24th, 2012, a guy by the name of June Lin responded to a Craigslist ad that Luca Magnotta had posted. And this Craigslist ad was seeking a companion, for someone to have sexual relations with, and he met him at his apartment, which again we're walking up to. There is some surveillance footage, and it shows June Lin and Luca entering the apartment building, and it shows Luca exiting the building by himself. It also shows Luca dumping some of the evidence in one of the nearby dumpsters, I believe in the basement of the apartment building. Lin was last seen on May 24th, 2012, the day he, of course, went to Luca's apartment for the Craigslist ad meeting. And his boss, of course, became quite suspicious when he didn't show up for his work shift the next day. He was reported missing officially several days after that, on May 29th. Now, on May 25th, an 11-minute video titled "One Lunatic, One Ice Pick" was uploaded to a pretty hardcore website, and it depicted a naked male tied to a bed frame and being repeatedly stabbed over and over again. It also included the dismemberment of that particular male. And what we now realize is that video was an actual video of Luca murdering June Lin and dismembering him, including eating parts of June's body. Just an absolute horrific murder. Now, only several hours after killing June, Luca actually booked a round-trip ticket to Paris. Now, Luca's apartment is located at 5720 Decarie Boulevard. Again, this is Montreal. And the apartment number was 208. Now again, as I said, the surveillance footage, it shows him coming in and out of this door. And as I said, he came with June into the apartment, and then several hours later, he comes walking back out alone. So on May 29th, 2012, a package was actually sent to the national headquarters for the Conservative Party of Canada, and this package actually contained a left foot. Now this left foot was part of June Lin's body. Another package containing a left hand was addressed to the Liberal Party. This one was intercepted though before it finally got to its destination. Now a janitor discovered a decomposing torso in a suitcase left in like a garbage pile area behind Luca's apartment. So only about 10 days later, after murdering June Lin, Luca ended up getting arrested in Berlin, Germany at an internet cafe. And from what I've been reading, Luca ended up Googling himself and, you know, the murder. Like he was excited or thrilled to see his name and information tied to this horrible, horrible crime. He attempted to give fake names to the police, but after doing his fingerprints, they were able to identify that this was in fact Luca Magnotta. On April 12th, 2013, Luca was indicted on charges of first-degree murder, offering indignities to a human body. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Distributing obscene materials. That was probably the video that Luca made of the actual murder. Also using the Postal Service to distribute those obscene materials, and then criminal harassment. Now 6 different tools, including a pair of scissors, 2 different knives, a screwdriver, and a hammer, were all recovered outside Luca's apartment. But a ballistics expert said that none could be really definitively linked to the killing. However, some of the injuries found on June's body were consistent with the same saw and knife that Luca had. Now, Luca's defense attorney stated that Luca was in some sort of psychotic state at the time of the murder, and he could not be held responsible for his actions. Luca was finally convicted and was sentenced to a mandatory life sentence, but he can be eligible for parole after 25 years.
Ouais. Il a donné son chien. Pour la maison. C'est une partie. Ça